Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It is HayleeAnise here for another new video, and I am very excited for this one because it is a review on a palette that I have been wanting for a very long time, pretty much ever since it was announced. It is a review on the Give Me Glow Cosmetics palette along with their Halo highlighter. So Give Me Glow Cosmetics is a small indie brand, small-ish indie brand that I found on Instagram through other people that I saw like mention them, and I saw them release this palette and I fell in love. So you guys are gonna be seeing my review, my thoughts on this palette along with this eye look. I managed to use every single shade in this palette minus this brown shade, so I am super excited that I really got to do like an in-depth look with all of these shadows. And I really love, I've been digging smaller palettes recently because big 35 pan palettes, like some Morphe ones, are kind of overwhelming to me, and I feel like there's just a lot of options and I don't need that many options. So this palette is very just cohesive and straight to the point kind of, which is what I like. Okay, so let's just get right into the video because I need to stop talking so much so you guys can see what the fuck going on with this palette, which is a lot. Okay, let's get into the video.
Fuck a beat, I was trying to beat a case, but I ain't beat that case, bitch, I did the race. Beat it up, Walnut, shorty face. Eli Flash, cracking foes like a... Okay,
so first time opening it up, it is wrapped very secure. Oh fuck, very securely. Here is the highlighter that just fell out, really cute blue wrapping, and then I'm guessing the palette is in here, all wrapped up nice. Left for me, thanks. Yeah, here's the palette, everyone. Yeah, much bigger than I expected. In the pictures it looked kind of small, but here it is. Oh my gosh, it looks so freaking cute. Love this, what's this called? Outer packaging. I love this. Very simple. And on the back, introducing our intensely pigmented summer palette that gives us total summer vibes. Yeah, girl. You can create so many looks from a warm brown smoky eye to total mermaid vibes. And it has ingredients and hashtag summer vibes. It has 3.5 grams and they're each 0.12 ounces, or is that the conversion? Don't know. Oh yeah, that's the conversion. It's 0.12 ounces each because there's 12 shades in here. Handmade by Give Me Glow, and they are vegan and cruelty free, and this is a 24 month shelf life, so it says it's 2 years. Wow, this is much bigger than I expected. Here it is right here. Oh my god, I'm sorry guys. Oh, ooh. Oh my god, this. Do you see? This was a palette that when they released it, I was so excited for it. Like I saw it and I was like, that looks beautiful. Like, and it has a mirror. Oh, I just think this is super gorgeous. It is so gorgeous. Like this is a palette when I ordered it. Oh, let me tell you guys. I ordered it on their restock, which was June 8th. It got to me the 16th, so it took about a week to get here. Not bad for me because they are like a small brand, small indie brand, so that's pretty good damn shipping. So here is the pan sizes, or the size of Makeup Forever shadows, so they're larger than regular like Makeup Geek or MAC shadows, so that's why it is $54. Yes, I did spend $54 on this, and yeah, it stole my heart. So I was like, it was either this or the Violet Voss palette, and I was like, this just looks sickening, ma'am. There's that on that. And I also bought their Halo highlighter, and here's their outer packaging. It says Give Me Glow Abstract Gold Collection. Ooh, that's kind of cool. And it has the ingredients on the back. Pressed highlighter, made in Texas. Okay, vegan and cruelty free. It says this is a 12-month shelf life, but honestly for powders, I don't really give a fuck about shelf life. And ooh, their packaging is really nice and sleek. It's giving me very NARS vibes, like with a touch of like a little pizzazz because it has the gold. And the back says Halo, which is the shade. And is this okay? So it's like, has like a little button thingy, so you push it and then it opens up. And here is the Halo highlighter. It's not really picking up well on camera, but I'll do swatches of all these in just a second. Give Me Glow Summer Vibes palette and their Halo highlighter, the two things that I bought. I'm gonna do some quick swatches and I'll be right back. Here are the swatches, and I'm going from like top to bottom, like top left corner to bottom right corner. This is Coconut Sunshine. This is Peach Snow Cone. That's a really cute name. This is Summer Fling. This is Brazilian Bikini. And on to the next row, this is Orange Soda Pop. Fireworks, fucking stunning. Watermelon, this shit is stunning. Mango Margarita. And the last row, this is Sunny. This is Bronzed Bombshell. This is Skinny Dip. And this is Tan Lines. And here is the Halo highlighter, heavily swatched. And then here it is blended out. And I'll also post some pictures of swatches that I took because, bitch, this shit is fucking nice. Okay, so you guys just saw me do swatches and stuff, but it is actually the day after I filmed the swatches and all that, because in that first video, my base wasn't working with the shadows. It wasn't the shadows' fault, it was my base, because I had done my makeup earlier in that day and then taken it off because my face didn't look right, and then I put that makeup back on and my eyes were just really sensitive and raw, so the eyeshadow was like picking up, or no, my concealer was being patchy and picking up on my eyelids. So I was like, you know what, I'll just film the next day because it wasn't the shadow's fault, it was literally my own fault. So we are here the next day, finally ready to do this video, and so let's get into it. Okay, so I'm, just dropped my brush. Okay, so I'm first going into the shade right here, Peachy Snow Cone. That's gonna be one of my transition shades, and I'm using a Morphe Y16 brush, and ooh, this shade has so much kick up. It's kind of ridiculous, but I feel like so many palettes nowadays have like hella fucking kick up. So I'm like, as long as it blends out nicely, I guess I don't mind, but that is one thing to consider. If you don't like dusty ass palettes, then I don't know what to tell you here. Just this shadow at least is very, very dusty. Ooh, okay, it blends out very, very nicely. Okay, next shade I'm gonna go to is the shade Sunny right here, that bright yellow. I am very, very excited for this one because it just looks delicious. So using that same Morphe Y16 brush and putting that in my crease as well. And this shade doesn't have as much pickup as the peachy one, so that is a good sign. Okay, so wow, that yellow is really, really pretty and blended out very nicely, as you guys can see. So now I'm gonna go into the shade Mango Margarita. I couldn't read for a second there. And I'm gonna be doing a little fun look, so we'll see what happens here. I'm thinking I'm just gonna keep it right here and put the pink color right there, and we'll just see what happens, honestly. So I'm taking that Mango Margarita shade on the Y17 brush, another Morphe brush, and this shade doesn't have as much kick up as the peach shade either. Wow. That shit is bright. Wow, that's really pretty. And I'm keeping it kind of on the inner portion of my crease, but gently blending it to the middle. Wow, gosh. Okay, so that's all I'm gonna do for that. So I don't go overboard. And then I'm gonna take Watermelon, which is the really pretty pink shade, on that same brush. Ooh, that one had a good amount of kick up. And I'm gonna put that, ooh, pigment. Okay, yeah. Ooh, wow, that was a lot for me. Just blending it into the orange shade, but also blending it up into my crease. Wow. Do y'all? Wow. This shit is so bright. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit on my lid. I'm going to be taking the Orange Soda Pop, which is like a brighter version of Mango Margarita. I'm gonna be taking that one and kind of putting it in between the orange and the bright pink, just so it blends out a bit more. And I kind of want to deepen it, so we'll see how this goes. Ooh, this one has a good amount of kick up as well. This is everything I wanted it to be. Okay, so those are on. I'm gonna go back in. Dust to that Sunny shade with the Morphe Y16, which was my initial blending brush that I used for my transitions. I guess, shut up. I guess with like this palette, I'm gonna turn this phone off. I guess with this palette, it's easier, so it has less kick up if you just go like this instead of like, I go like that in my pans, but I guess you're gonna be like very gentle with it or you'll have kick up. So I'll just tap it off. That'll be the easiest thing to do. Oop, oh God, that got everywhere. Back. So I need to tap it off. I didn't learn my lesson. Okay, I have to go back into the Mango Margarita because the yellow fell all up on it. And then the orange soda. That's what I was trying to do. So you really gotta tap off the excess for this palette. Yeah, you really just gotta tap it off really well, because if not, then the shit will fall on the eye look that you just completed. Actually, I wasn't complete, but y'all know what I mean. The only fallout I have is from that pink. Actually, I don't even have any fallout on this side. Only the tiniest bit of fallout on this side, but it's enough where I can dust it away and it doesn't leave like a streak mark. Okay, and now for my lid shade, I'm thinking of doing all of these three. Those are the shimmery shades in the palette. So I'm thinking this looks like the lightest one. So that's gonna be like on my inner corner, this pink one in the middle, and the darker one on the outer corner. I'm gonna be doing a cut crease. So I'm gonna be first using the NYX Glitter Primer. I always use this for all my shimmer shades because I like it to be motherfucking poppin'. So I'm gonna put this down with the Ulta Collection Concealer Brush. That is my favorite brush for doing pretty much anything that needs like precision. I use this brush for cleaning up my eyebrows, but also doing cut creases. It is just super duper amazing because it's so thin. So let me just prime my lids real quick.
Hi, I'm Millie.
Okay, and now I am using my Sigma E57 Firm Shader Brush and going into the Coconut Shine shade, which is the lightest of the shimmers, which I'm gonna put in my inner corner. That's really super pretty. Oh, she is pigmented. Okay, now I'm gonna go into Fireworks, which is the peachy shimmery shade, which I'm super duper excited for. Oh, and she did not disappoint, ladies and gentlemen. Now I'm going into Bronzed Bombshell, which is the darkest of the shimmers. Just putting that on the outer portion. So we are done with the cutting of the crease. I'm gonna put on some eyeliner, lashes, and I'll be back to do the bottom waterline and some of the rest of my face. When I tell y'all, lashes make the fucking look. Lashes make the fucking look, okay? These are the style Junko from Otaku Cosmetics. These are like one of my favorite pairs of lashes. Okay, anyways, so now I'm gonna be doing my bottom waterline and I'm using the blue colors, which I am also very excited about. As you can tell, I'm very excited about a lot with this palette, okay? So we're gonna be going into Brazilian Bikini, and what brush do I feel like using? Okay, I'm gonna use this brush. This is the Sigma Tapered Blending E35 brush. It's a very precise brush. I'm gonna be taking Brazilian Bikini, and I just gotta make sure, ooh, this one's pretty dusty as well, per usual. They're all fucking dusty. I'm not saying it as a bad thing though, but it's just like they're dusty. And I'm just gonna be running it along. Woo, that's pretty. My bottom waterline, or bottom lash line, whatever you wanna call it. But this shade is more vibrant than I was expecting. I was expecting it to be like a more, I wouldn't say muted, but not as bright as it is right now. Cause sometimes things look more pigmented in the pan and then when I put them on, they get a bit darker because my skin's dark. But this is going pretty well. And then of course they blends out like a dream. And now I'm gonna be going into the shimmery shade, the shimmery blue shade, Summer Fling. Oh, that was very hard to say for some reason. But I'm gonna be putting it in the middle of my like bottom lash line. So actually inner corner-ish, but also like dragging it to the middle. So I'm taking the NYX Glitter Glue and putting it kind of on the beginning of my bottom lash line. And then I'm gonna be going in with a little pencil brush. This is the Sigma E30 pencil brush. And placing it where I just put the glitter primer. Okay, this blue is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, yeah, this is fucking, whoa. That's a lot when I see myself on camera with it. Let me take a little bit of the E35 and blend it a bit. It is more intense than I thought it would be. It looks really pretty in person, but it looks like a lot on camera. I don't care. I like being a lot. That is that. I kind of want to use like more I pretty much use almost all the shades except for these two brown ones. I use literally everyone but the two brown ones. So I'm going to use the lighter brown one for my brow bone highlight. So I'm going to use this color, which is Skinny Dip. Going to use that for a brow bone highlight. It might be a bit dark though, but we'll see. I don't know. It's a pretty good brow bone highlight. Or not even highlight, just a matte light brow bone shade. And this one is very dusty as well. So the only shade I didn't use was Tan Line, which was the darkest one. I am very proud of myself for that. Okay, so now the other thing I bought from them was the Halo highlighter. So here is that highlighter in Halo. And I'm gonna be applying it with the Morphe M501 brush per usual. And when I swatched this, it was very pigmented, so I'm gonna be pretty careful. I'm just gonna like gently pat into it. Ooh. It's like, I was hoping this would be a dupe for the Kat Von D 10th anniversary highlighter, which it's like the gold with like kind of blue shit, and that's, it's giving me more green vibes, green teas, so I'm not a big fan of that, to be honest. I'm just not a colorful highlighter gal. I'm kind of over the holographic highlighters. But it's not really holographic. It's just like a gold green shade. But again, I'm just not really a big gold green person. And I'm also going to be taking the pencil brush that I used and putting it in my inner corners. Okay, it looks really pretty in my inner corners. In my inner corners, it's giving like blue-green vibes. But on my cheeks and on my, let's see how it looks here. Yeah, it's definitely looking more green than I expected. Because I saw swatches of it and I was very excited because it looked really pretty. I guess on lighter skin tones it looks, I don't know. I'll probably insert pictures of swatches that I like saw on their page and what I was hoping it'd look like on me. And it's just not looking like that. And I just don't like the look of green highlighters on me, but what can I do now? I'm gonna take a little bit on my brow bone because I love me a good brow bone highlight. Okay, I'm gonna finish up the rest of my face and I'll be right back with my final thoughts on the palette and the highlighter. Okay guys, so here's the completed look using the Give Me Glow Cosmetics things that I bought. And now I'm gonna be sharing some of my thoughts. So I'm gonna start off with the highlighter. As you guys can see, here it is. It is definitely a green gold highlighter. If you are into those, I say get it, but I personally am not. I'm going to be trying out probably some of their other pressed highlighters that are more shades that I like. I am very much a champagne, definitely gold, some rose gold kind of highlighter girl. So when it comes to gold green highlighters like this, it's just not my cup of tea. And it's not anything that the highlighter did wrong, it's just my personal preference because it is very, very pretty. It's just not something that I just know I'm just not gonna reach for this over other highlighters in my collection. I just have other ones that I like more. But when it comes to the palette, ooh, this girl, she blended out nicely. She applied very nicely. The only thing is you just gotta make sure you tap off your brush because that excess, excess pigment will do some shit to your eyes. Like how you saw with the yellow shade, how it fell down on the other shadows that I just put down. You just gotta make sure you tap it off so it doesn't do that. But other than that, like I don't really mind the powderiness because this palette truly inspires me to do looks like this. And you guys know I'm more of a basic neutral bitch, so that says a lot. When a palette, like I was literally, when I bought this palette, I was literally on the Give Me Glow Cosmetics Instagram every day, just looking at swatches, looking at people using the palette because I just thought it was super duper gorgeous. And it did not disappoint. The shimmers are, as you can see, are super pretty. I can't wait to use that peach shade more. The mattes blend very, very easily. As you saw, the swatches didn't really do them justice, especially the orange and the yellow shade. It didn't really do them much justice, but using them on the eyes, they definitely pulled through blending wise and pigmentation wise, along with the blue shades too, the ones that are a bit more bright. Those shades did not disappoint. Like my bottom lash line, I'm actually living for that pop of color. It is everything, and this eye look is everything to me. I'm very, very happy with this purchase. As I said before, it is $54, but if you are willing to spend the money because you really want this palette, you will not be disappointed. And that is coming from someone that bought it herself and is admiring it as I speak. So I am very, very happy with this purchase. And I do plan on buying more from Gimme Glow Cosmetics in the future. And that is my final thoughts. Okay guys, hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up and comment down below if you are interested in this palette or the Violet Voss palette, because I know a lot of brands are coming out with palettes that look like this with very vibrant pops of color that are actually like on the warm side, but also have like the blues and the purples and things like that. Tell me a palette that you're interested in or something that caught your eye, like how this one caught my eye. I just want to see what you guys are liking right now. So anyways, comment that, subscribe, like, do whatever you want, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.
Hi, I'm Millie.